Hey there, future financial moguls. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most important decisions when it comes to work. And no, I'm not talking about what kind of coffee you should drink to survive Monday, but we all know it's coffee, right? I'm talking about the age-old debate, hourly versus salary. What's the difference? Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds boring. But trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a new perspective on your paycheck. Whether you're just starting out in your career, thinking about making a switch, or just want to understand the payroll basics, this video is for you. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's break it down in a way that even your boss will understand. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to make sure you never miss a video that could save your financial future. Oh, and make sure to comment below. Are you team hourly or salary? I want to know where you stand. All right, let's start with hourly pay. If you've ever worked in retail, restaurants, or any job where you're clocking in and out, you know exactly what hourly pay is. In short, hourly employees are paid for every hour they work. Simple, right? Basically, every minute you're working, cha-ching, that's money in your pocket. You can track how much you're earning in real time, like a video game where you're collecting coins, except in this case, you get a paycheck instead of a shiny new sword. Hourly jobs are often very straightforward. You work a set number of hours per week, and your pay is directly tied to those hours. If you work overtime, you know, that extra 10 hours your boss asks for on Friday, you typically earn extra pay, often at a higher rate called overtime pay. Usually that's time and a half or double time, depending on your industry and location. But be warned, just because you're on an hourly pay scale doesn't mean you'll always be working consistent hours. In fact, some hourly jobs can leave you wondering if you'll work 5 hours or 50 hours this week. One thing is for sure, though, you're always aware of what your payday is going to look like. So, let's talk about the pros of hourly pay. For one, you can track your earnings more easily. You know how much you're getting paid for each hour worked, and if you need a little extra cash, just put in some overtime. It's a flexible system. You're only getting paid for the hours you work, but if you need to cut back on hours, it's a pretty straightforward way to adjust. However, there are some downsides too. First off, no benefits, at least not always. Many hourly positions don't come with things like healthcare, paid time off, or retirement contributions. Also, job security can be a little less stable in some hourly positions, especially if your work hours fluctuate. And let's not forget that if you're sick or take a vacation, you're not earning money while you're out. So you better keep the tissue box handy and power through, or just take a day off and enjoy your time at home with Netflix. If you can afford it. Now, let's talk about salary pay. A salaried employee gets a set amount of money over the course of a year, which is usually broken down into weekly or bi-weekly paychecks. The big difference here is that you're getting paid the same amount regardless of the hours you work, which sounds pretty sweet, right? Picture this. You're getting that steady paycheck, and whether you're working 35 hours a week or 50 hours a week, the pay stays the same. In many ways, it's like being on a fixed income plan for your work. No matter how many emails you have to answer or meetings you have to attend, your paycheck is pretty much a done deal. Salaried jobs are usually found in higher level positions, like management, corporate and professional fields. These jobs often require more responsibility, longer hours, and can involve overseeing teams, making big decisions, and even taking on some pressure. However, they often come with more benefits, like healthcare, paid time off, retirement contributions, and other perks. But let's talk about the dark side. While salaried jobs offer predictability in terms of pay, they often come with extra hours. In fact, many salaried positions don't offer overtime pay. So you might find yourself working late into the night, even though your paycheck is staying the same. Ouch! Another consideration is job flexibility. Some salaried positions expect you to be available outside of regular working hours, especially in high-stress roles. You might be answering emails at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night or handling a last-minute meeting. It's not all about the 9-to-5 grind, folks. However, the stability of a salaried job can be really appealing. You have a set salary, predictable income, and often better job security than an hourly position. Plus, you're likely to have better benefits in terms of healthcare, retirement and vacation days. So, let's compare the two side by side. Hourly pay means you're getting paid for the hours you work. Simple as that. And if you put in more hours or work overtime, you're earning extra cash, which is a big win. On the flip side, salaried pay means you get a fixed paycheck, no matter how many hours you put in. You're in a more predictable, steady position, but that doesn't always mean you're working less. With hourly pay, you're paid for every minute you work. But with salary pay, you're kind of like the professional juggler of the work world, trying to balance more tasks, longer hours, and probably a few more stress headaches along the way. Benefits can be a key factor. Hourly workers may not get the same benefits as salaried employees. However, salaried positions often come with perks like health insurance, paid vacation, and retirement plans, but you might sacrifice work-life balance in exchange. Ultimately, the choice between hourly and salary comes down to your goals. Do you like flexibility, more hours and extra money? Or are you more into a predictable, stable income with the chance to climb the corporate ladder? So, which option is best for you? Well, it really depends on your lifestyle. If you're someone who likes a more flexible schedule or wants to work extra hours to earn more, then hourly work might be your sweet spot. You'll also enjoy tracking your earnings in real time. But if you're looking for stability, want a consistent paycheck, and are willing to put in extra hours for higher responsibility, salary work might be the way to go. And let's not forget, paid time off and health insurance are hard to argue with. The key is understanding what matters most to you. Is it extra cash in your pocket each week, or a solid foundation for your future career with perks and benefits? Only you can decide. Okay, so now it's time to hear from you. Which one do you prefer, hourly or salary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get a discussion going. Plus, if you have any questions about either, let me know. I'm happy to help. If you found this video helpful, make sure to share it with anyone who could use a little career advice. Hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell for more videos on everything from career tips to financial advice. And remember, whether you're an hourly superstar or a salary mogul, your paycheck doesn't define you, your work ethic does. Stay awesome, stay driven, and I'll see you in the next video.